What if just a handful of crunchy everyday snacks could help lower your blood sugar without needing any pills? You might think that sounds too good to be true, but science shows some snacks quietly support blood sugar control. In today's video, we're diving into three powerful nuts most people completely overlook when managing their diabetes. These aren't just tasty, they contain compounds that improve insulin sensitivity and protect your nerves, heart, and kidneys too. One of them is loaded with a brain-boosting amino acid that supports mental clarity and nerve regeneration naturally. Another one works deep in your metabolism to help reduce belly fat and improve overall insulin resistance. And the last nut is a master at calming inflammation and curbing cravings that can spike blood sugar fast. We'll also give you one powerful pro tip with each nut to help maximize blood sugar benefits with every bite. So whether you're newly diagnosed or just looking to snack smarter, this video is made just for you. Stick around till the end because the last nut might change how you snack forever. Seriously, you don't want to miss it. And by the end of this video, you'll discover something that could change how you manage diabetes for life. So subscribe now. Let's start with a nut you probably see everywhere, but might not realize how powerful it truly is. Peanuts. They might seem like a humble childhood snack, but for diabetics, peanuts are a seriously underrated nutritional powerhouse. Even though they're technically legumes, not true tree nuts, they provide many of the same benefits, plus a few extras. Just 1 cup of raw peanuts contains about 828 calories, 24 grams of protein, and 12.4 grams of fiber. Their fat content is high, around 72 grams, but most of that comes from healthy mono and polyunsaturated fats. The net carbs in peanuts are surprisingly low, only about 15 grams per cup or 3.8 grams per ounce. That makes them a smart, blood sugar-friendly choice, especially if you're watching your carbohydrates closely. Peanuts also have a very low glycemic index of 13 and a glycemic load of just 1 per ounce. This means they barely affect your blood sugar when eaten alone and may help stabilize sugar levels overall. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Peanuts can actually blunt blood sugar spikes from other foods too. A study found that adding peanuts to a high glycemic meal significantly reduced the post-meal glucose spike. The reason? Their fat, protein, and fiber content slows down digestion and the absorption of carbohydrates. This helps prevent the sharp sugar rises that often happen after eating refined or fast-digesting meals. Another study showed that daily peanut consumption improved fasting insulin sensitivity by up to 15% in prediabetics. That's a big deal because insulin resistance is at the core of type 2 diabetes and many of its complications. Beyond blood sugar, peanuts are loaded with nutrients that support diabetic health on multiple levels. 1 ounce gives you 25% of your daily niacin needs. Vitamin B3, which protects your nerves and energy levels. That's particularly helpful if you're dealing with diabetic neuropathy or general nerve pain. They also contain about 50 milligrams of magnesium per ounce, which is around 12% of the daily requirement. Magnesium helps your insulin function properly and keeps glucose metabolism running smoothly in your cells. And since many people with type 2 diabetes are deficient in magnesium, this is a crucial bonus. Peanuts also contain powerful antioxidants like resveratrol, picoumaric acid, luteolin, and quercetin. These compounds fight inflammation and oxidative stress, the silent forces behind complications like neuropathy and kidney damage. Some research even shows that eating peanuts regularly can reduce oxidative stress markers in the blood by up to 25%. That's a real cellular defense system working in your favor every time you snack. Peanuts are also rich in arginine, an amino acid that helps your blood vessels relax and improve circulation. For diabetics, that means better blood flow to the extremities, faster wound healing, and reduced risk of foot complications. Here's a powerful pro tip. Eat 1 ounce of dry roasted or unsalted peanuts as a bedtime snack. Research shows this can lower your morning blood sugar by 10 to 15% by slowing glucose release overnight. It also reduces late-night cravings that often lead to carb-heavy snacking and glucose spikes before bed. Even better, the arginine in peanuts supports blood flow, while the healthy fats keep you feeling full longer. Now let's talk about your heart, because diabetics are at twice the risk of heart disease. Peanuts are rich in oleic acid, the same monounsaturated fat found in olive oil. This helps lower LDL, bad cholesterol, while raising HDL, good cholesterol, improving your overall heart profile. In one study, people who replaced processed snacks with peanuts saw a 10% drop in total cholesterol. They also had a 12% reduction in LDL over just 8 weeks without changing anything else in their diet. That's powerful proof that peanuts aren't just a snack. They're heart-protective medicine in disguise. What about weight? Despite being calorie-dense, peanuts can actually help with weight management and insulin sensitivity. They're highly satiating, meaning they keep you full for hours and reduce your overall calorie intake naturally. People who eat peanuts regularly tend to eat fewer high-carb or sugary foods throughout the day. That's a win for blood sugar stability, weight control, and long-term metabolic health. The ideal serving for diabetics is 1 to 1.5 ounces daily, roughly 28 to 42 grams or a small handful. Stick with unsalted, dry roasted, or raw varieties to avoid added oils, salt, and inflammatory ingredients. You can pair them with fiber-rich fruits like apple slices or blend them into smoothies for added creaminess. Natural peanut butter is another great option. Just make sure it doesn't contain added sugar or hydrogenated oils. 2 tablespoons of natural peanut butter give you 8 grams of protein and 2 grams of fiber, plus the same healthy fats found in whole peanuts that keep your heart and blood sugar in balance. Peanuts are generally safe, but avoid flavored or honey-roasted varieties that often contain added sugars. If you're on blood pressure meds or blood thinners, check with your doctor, as vitamin E and omega-6 may interact. And of course, if you have a peanut allergy, skip them entirely and consider other nuts like almonds or walnuts. Now let's bust a myth. Some people think peanuts are fattening or not good for weight loss. But in reality, when eaten in the right portions, they can help with both weight control and blood sugar stability. They reduce hunger, curb cravings, and contain fats that are anti-inflammatory and metabolism supportive. So if you're managing diabetes, peanuts are more than just a snack. They're a smart, science-backed strategy. They work behind the scenes to support stable energy, better A1C, improved heart health, and long-term well-being. Drop a comment below and let me know. Have you tried using peanuts as part of your diabetic meal plan? And keep watching, because up next is a nut that's shaped like your brain and helps protect it too. Next up, let's talk about walnuts. Small, brain-shaped nuts with massive benefits for anyone managing diabetes daily. At first glance, they may seem like just another crunchy snack, but they are so much more than that. Walnuts are one of the most nutrient-rich foods you can eat, especially when it comes to blood sugar health. They contain a powerful blend of essential fats, minerals, antioxidants, and plant compounds that support your entire body. A 1-ounce serving of walnuts, about 14 halves, provides 185 calories, 4 grams of protein, and 2 grams of fiber. You'll also get 18 grams of fat, mostly from healthy sources like omega-3 fatty acids and polyunsaturated fats. That brings the net carbs down to just 2 grams per serving, making them a very low-carb, diabetes-safe option. But what really sets walnuts apart is their high content of ALA, alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based omega-3. Just 1 ounce gives you about 44% of your daily ALA needs, supporting heart, brain, and nerve function. This same serving also gives you 11% of your magnesium, 10% copper, and 8% phosphorus for cellular energy. You also get manganese and a dose of antioxidants that help fight inflammation and oxidative stress. Now let's talk results. How do walnuts actually impact your diabetes numbers like insulin, blood sugar, and A1C? One clinical study showed that people with type 2 diabetes who ate walnuts daily saw a significant A1C reduction. Not only that, but their fasting insulin levels dropped too, showing improved insulin sensitivity and metabolic control. Walnuts help slow down the absorption of glucose thanks to their fiber, healthy fats, and plant sterols. That means you'll avoid those sudden sugar crashes after meals that drain your energy and trigger cravings. The omega-3s in walnuts also lower systemic inflammation, which is one of the root causes of insulin resistance. They've been shown to lower LDL cholesterol by up to 10% and triglycerides by 20%, both major risk factors. Plus, they help slightly raise HDL, the good cholesterol that protects your heart and supports circulation. That's a huge win for diabetics, who are at double the risk for cardiovascular disease and related complications. Walnuts also protect kidney function, reducing proteinuria, too much protein in urine, a sign of kidney damage. They support healthy filtration by the kidneys and reduce strain on these vital organs over time. And for your eyes, they're full of lutein, ellagic acid, and gamma-tocopherol, antioxidants that protect your retina. This is key for preventing diabetic retinopathy, a serious condition that can lead to vision loss if unchecked. Your nerves benefit too. Walnuts contain arginine, an amino acid that increases nitric oxide and improves blood flow. That means better oxygen delivery to nerve tissues, reduced numbness or tingling, and faster healing from damage. Arginine also repairs the inner lining of blood vessels, helping restore circulation in hands, feet, and organs. This same pathway supports sexual health, where poor blood flow is often a challenge for both men and women. But walnuts don't just support your physical body, they also impact the hormones that control your hunger and weight. They lower ghrelin, the hunger hormone, and increase peptide YY, the satiety signal that tells you when to stop eating. That leads to better portion control, fewer sugar cravings, and improved weight loss over time. In fact, studies show that eating walnuts daily for just 6 weeks can shrink belly fat without cutting calories. Even more interesting, walnuts help your gut health by feeding the good bacteria that regulate metabolism and immunity. Their polyphenols act as prebiotics, promoting the growth of short-chain fatty acid-producing microbes in the gut. These bacteria reduce inflammation, improve insulin function, and may even boost mental clarity and mood. Here's your walnut pro tip. Eat 7 to 10 walnut halves about 30 minutes before your largest meal of the day. This simple habit can reduce post-meal sugar spikes by up to 20% and help curb hunger before you even eat. Pair it with a glass of water or green tea to give your metabolism a strong, clean head start. Stick to about 1 ounce daily. That's enough to get the full metabolic benefits without overloading on calories. You can enjoy them raw, lightly roasted, or blended into creamy walnut butter for smoothies and sauces. They're also great as toppings for salads, oatmeal, yogurt, or crushed as a coating for meats like fish or chicken. And the best part? Walnuts are budget-friendly, just 30 to 50 cents per serving in most U.S. grocery stores. Let's also clear up a common myth. Many people avoid nuts thinking they're too fatty or high in calories. But the fats in walnuts are anti-inflammatory, heart protective, and hormone balancing. Not the kind you need to fear. They support healing, repair damaged tissue, and keep your energy balanced throughout the day. So if you're serious about lowering A1C, improving nerve repair, and protecting your heart and kidneys, eat walnuts. They're not just a snack. They're a full-body health strategy wrapped up in a crunchy, tasty shell. Simple, affordable, and backed by real science. Sometimes nature's best medicine fits right in your hand. Now tell me, do walnuts already have a place in your diabetes routine? Drop a comment and let us know. And don't go anywhere. The next nut coming up might surprise you even more with its powerful blood sugar benefits. Last but not least, let's talk about almonds. Tiny but mighty when it comes to managing diabetes and energy levels. These beige, crunchy gems are more than just a snack. They're a complete metabolic support system in one bite. If you're living with diabetes, almonds can help balance blood sugar, improve insulin function, and reduce inflammation. Each almond may be small, but the nutrients packed inside support nearly every system affected by diabetes. Let's start with the basics. A 1-ounce serving is about 23 whole almonds, just a small handful each day. That 1 ounce delivers 164 calories, 6 grams of protein, and 14 grams of healthy fat to your body. You'll also get 6 grams of carbohydrates, but thanks to 3.5 grams of fiber, only 2.5 grams are net carbs. That's barely 1.25% of a typical 200-gram daily carb allowance, which makes them very diabetes-friendly. One clinical study showed that eating almonds daily for 12 weeks dropped A1C levels by an average of 0.6%. That's like turning back the clock on your blood sugar numbers just by including them in your daily routine. You're not only managing sugar, you're giving your body a deep, lasting nutritional advantage with every serving. Almonds are loaded with vitamin E, about 37% of your daily need in just 1 ounce of almonds. Vitamin E is a powerful antioxidant that protects your cells from oxidative stress and nerve damage over time. That means better defense against diabetic neuropathy and retinopathy, two common but serious complications of diabetes. They're also high in magnesium, about 76 milligrams per ounce, which is 19% of your daily recommended intake. Magnesium supports over 300 enzymatic reactions in the body, including insulin signaling and glucose regulation. Unfortunately, more than 30% of people with diabetes are magnesium deficient, and almonds are one easy way to fix that. They also contain riboflavin, phosphorus, manganese, copper, and calcium, all supporting metabolism, nerves, bones, and heart function. This full-spectrum micronutrient profile helps restore balance and strengthen the organs most vulnerable in diabetic patients. Another study showed that almonds can reduce post-meal blood sugar spikes by up to 30% in type 2 diabetics. That's a huge deal because those spikes are what cause long-term complications and daily fatigue in so many people. Almonds slow digestion and reduce glucose absorption thanks to their fiber, fat, and unique plant compounds. Their polyphenols and plant sterols calm inflammation and support healthier hormone signaling for better metabolic control. Vitamin E also reduces cellular damage, and when combined with magnesium, it improves insulin's effectiveness inside your cells. The result is more stable energy, fewer cravings, and gradual improvement in your A1C levels over time. Almonds also help protect your cardiovascular system by reducing LDL cholesterol and improving blood vessel flexibility. In some studies, almonds even lowered oxidized LDL, an especially dangerous form that leads to arterial plaque buildup. They can also reduce levels of C-reactive protein, a marker of systemic inflammation, by 20 to 30%. Reducing CRP is critical for preventing heart disease and other diabetic complications tied to chronic inflammation. Almonds also support your kidneys and nervous system with their copper, manganese, and anti-inflammatory fat profile. This helps protect glomerular health, the kidney's filtration center, and strengthens the protective sheaths around your nerves. They also feed beneficial gut bacteria that produce butyrate, a compound linked to reduced inflammation and better sugar control. But the benefits don't stop at blood sugar. They also help you feel full and prevent overeating throughout the day. Almonds suppress ghrelin, the hormone that makes you feel hungry, and increase peptide Y, which signals fullness to the brain. People who snack on almonds daily report feeling 30 to 40% more satisfied between meals and avoid high-carb snacks. In one study, participants who ate 1.5 ounces of almonds daily for 12 weeks lost belly fat and improved a 1C. That's right, just by including almonds, they saw measurable improvements in fat storage, metabolism, and sugar regulation. Here's your almond pro tip. Eat 10 almonds 10 to 15 minutes before your meal for maximum blood sugar benefit. This habit can reduce post-meal spikes by up to 30% and curb cravings before they even begin. Pair them with water or green tea for added benefits, and a gentle, metabolism-friendly pre-meal routine. Stick to about 1 ounce daily, raw or dry roasted. Just watch for added salt or sugary coatings. Almonds are also super versatile. Toss them in stir fries, blend into smoothies, or make low-carb almond crusts. You can top oatmeal or yogurt, or simply keep them in a bag as a convenient snack on the go. Natural almond butter is another great option. Just 2 tablespoons provide healthy fats and protein without added sugar. Now let's debunk a myth. Many people still believe almonds are too fatty or calorie-dense for diabetics to enjoy. But the truth is, these are the right kinds of fats, anti-inflammatory, hormone-regulating, and protective to your heart. They help stabilize your blood sugar, improve nutrient absorption, and provide long-lasting energy without blood sugar crashes. So if you want a simple, affordable, and science-backed way to manage your diabetes, almonds are a top pick. They're not just snacks. They're blood sugar balancers, appetite tamers, and full-body protectors wrapped in a crunchy shell. Let me know in the comments, have almonds made a difference in your diabetic diet? I'd love to hear. And don't go anywhere. The final section is coming up, and it brings everything together in one powerful reminder. Let's wrap things up, because the truth is these nuts are far more than just a crunchy snack option. They're metabolic tools and working behind the scenes to improve your A1C, reduce inflammation, and protect vital organs daily. Peanuts, walnuts, and almonds each bring their own unique strengths to the table, and they're backed by solid science. From improving insulin sensitivity to supporting heart, nerve, and kidney health, these nuts hit every diabetic pain point. And the best part? They're affordable, widely available, and easy to include in nearly any type of meal plan. You don't need to buy expensive superfoods or complicated supplements, just a small handful of the right nuts daily. Whether eaten alone, blended into smoothies, added to meals, or used as butters, they quietly transform your health from within. Small changes lead to big results, especially when done consistently. And adding these nuts is one of the smartest moves. Now it's your turn. Have you already included any of these into your diabetic routine? What differences have you noticed? Drop your experience in the comments. We learn more when we share, and your story might help someone else too. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful diabetes food tips.